AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
I like what Mitchell Robinson said too on the Snapchat. I know it's all talk and it's all off-season chatter. On Snapchat, somebody put, a throwback, and his video was circulating yesterday because when Mitchell Robinson was slimmer before he bulked up, he was going bananas.
Right.
And there's a video right here.
Oh.
That was you know who that was. So he has some lineups here. Look how he looks, man.
Yeah.
He's more spring.
You just got to get in better shape, man. That's all. That's all. Like I said, listen, man, these guys got the money. They got the nutritionists. They got everything. Just take advantage of it, man. That's why I say it's either you want to be good or you want to be great. Look, Mitchell Robinson in shape is probably top 5 big man in the league, especially when it comes to rebounding in defense.
Sticking to what he does. And I think that was after that summer he came back and he bulked up and gained 25 pounds. And the Knicks were bragging about it, and I hated it. Matter of fact, the same summer he came back 25 pounds heavier, supposedly, DK and Anthony Davis, and I didn't like either one of them gaining weight. I'm just like, why would you do that?
But especially today, where, like I said, I'm gonna keep preaching it. There's no dominant big man. Like, even with the Joker putting you on the block, he's not dominant as far as his dominance comes from the perimeter and running the point guard position. As big as Embiid is, he's out in the 3-point area more than anything. He wants to be a guard. So listen, man, you see a lot of the teams that either win the finals or go to the finals, they got those big men that, it's like the /4-5 position where they could cut to the basket. They slimmer, they more agile, more athletic. So yeah, it's different if you got to guard Shaq, Patrick Ewing, David Robinson. Okay, you got to put a little weight on. But today, nah, you ain't got to do that. You ain't got to do that because it's to me, it's gonna hurt your game, especially if you're not a guy that it ain't like Mitch is putting on 25 pounds and he's down there in the post. His thing is getting up and down the floor, getting those alley-oops, things like that, running out, contesting shots. You're not going to be able to do that as quick and as fast if you overweight. So yeah, that's why I don't have no problem with us right now as far as like thirsty to get a big man and us losing Hartenstein. There's no dominant big man in the league. Brook Lopez, I remember Brook Lopez, you couldn't get him out the paint. Now he's at the 3-point lines literally 75% of the game. So the teams with the big men, they don't take advantage when enough. Look what Miami's been doing all these years with Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo was about 6'8". He might be 6'9" with the sneakers on. He's their anchor. And they've got to the finals, conference finals. So miss me with you need a big man, and no, you don't. You need guys that's smart, that's tough, and that can play. And that can stay healthy. More so than anything. So, yeah, Mitch, man, let's get back to this, man. Let's get in better shape, brother, because we need you and we want you over here. Pause.
No, I also like what you said with Brook Lopez because with Brook Lopez, it was a natural thing for him to go to the 3-point line. He was in the paint, but he also had those fadeaways. He looked like a big guard sometimes. The way he would do is like not a step back, but like I guess a side step.
Right.
And he would kind of fade away. So him going to the 3-point line wasn't really a thing for me. Like Akeem Olajuwon back in the day, it wasn't a surprise to me that Kenny Smith said he could shoot threes. I seen him shoot threes. I seen him shoot 20-footers, 18-footers. Patrick Ewing, I could have seen him in this era shooting 3-pointers because we used to see him shoot from 18, 20 feet. It wouldn't have been nothing to see that. We don't see Mitchell Robinson doing any of that. I don't want to. What do you get? Like, there's no reason to adjust your game. I hate it. And they always say that for every sport. Football, I remember when they had the 2 tight ends and they changed the game. Tom Brady,
Oh yeah, with Gronk and I think Hernandez.
Yes, and Aaron Hernandez. They didn't win, but it was so dominant that the game was changing. And once Tom Brady got hurt and they changed the rules forever for quarterbacks, now I can hold the ball for longer. Now I got these two tight ends who are like wide receivers now. Okay, but that fits their game plan. You shouldn't adjust your team based on their strengths. You got to adjust them to your strengths. Mitchell Robinson, I don't want to see you shoot 3-pointers. No, this is what you do. You should be working on your endurance, and that's really pretty much it. Because you should be flying around just like we saw you right now and working on that. You need less weight to be carrying around. Like, this is crazy. He also said in that quote, according to him, I'm gonna be just like this season. Watch, I'm gonna be lean and give more you biatches gone respect me. So it sounds good. I hope you are losing weight. I hope you realize like you didn't need all that weight. I think Anthony Davis may have dropped the weight that he gained also.
Well, with Mitch, I pray that this is gonna happen because you on FaceTime with Brunson. I mean, it looked like you was losing weight. I'm sorry. I'm not even trying to be funny. You know what I mean? Like the close up, the cheeks was a little, so like I said, look what Dallas did with the young man Ivy. He ain't like you get what I'm saying?
Dallas or who you talking about?
I mean, Lively. I'm sorry, not Lively.
Right.
Like, so
let him play his game.
Right. So that's my point right now. What it looks like is with the NBA, is to me, it's three things right now that's running the NBA. Is dynamic guards who are combo guards, because to me, whether it's John Morant, Curry, Dame, Brunson, all these guys is really two guards. They just too little. So you put them at the point guard position. So you got that one thing. The second thing that's most important, probably out of all of this, is the 3-and-D wing two-way guy. Look what Bruce Brown was doing with Denver. You got OG. So to me, that. And then the third is the center position, where it's like they fours as far as frame-wise, but they play the five where they can run up and down the floor, contest, disrupt things. And, when the point guard got the ball, that fake, as you're going to, go through the teardrop, you lob it up. So to me, those are the three things that are most dynamic right now, because even with the big man, I'm being honest, Joker, the best player in the NBA, the best big man, he lost. Joel Embiid, so-called most dominant. He didn't get out the second round or the first round, excuse me. So look at Cat. Barely get on the block now. So we don't have to worry about that. We don't. So, like you said, get in shape, get your endurance right, get your win right, stay healthy, and let's go.
Yeah, I would rather see that. I'd rather see us play towards our strengths. Defense, Thibodeau has no excuse. You got guys now, 8-9-man rotation. I'm going to be excited about. It's not just, it's OG and it's Mikal Bridges. Is our third best defender on the perimeter DiVincenzo?
I mean, you could go him or Josh Hart. To be honest with you, like I said, we have some dogs, man, and that's what I'm most excited about.
But I think we're hitting it on the nose with that. When it comes to that, it's just about playing towards your strengths, and that's what the Knicks did this year. I see a lot of talk about the NBA is changing, and they're not gonna.
Sorry about that. Oh, you can hear me?
Yeah, good. I see a lot of talk about the NBA is changing. There won't be any dynasties. I can't believe that when, say whatever we want, the Celtics are trying to sell the team, right, for $6 billion or whatever it is. But they re-sign that core four for the next 3 or 4 years. They got a chance to go back to back realistically. Because how much do you really need around at this point? Jaylen Brown, Tatum, White, and of course our guy Drew Holiday. Now you're just picking and choosing. You're plugging and replacing these guys, but you got a core four that they're playing perimeter defense. They switch all day long, and they got something there. We can see them winning 2 or 3 in a row. That's realistic. And with the Knicks, we believe in them too. you need a little bit more with Denver out there. Denver, that's why you won't win. You won't become a dynasty if you're doing what they're doing. Like, they lost a lot of players.
Yeah.
You got the best player in the game, and what are you matching them up with? Like, that's kind of tough over there. So with the Knicks, we're really not worried about that because we just mentioned 2 or 3 guys that we're so proud about playing defensively, and we didn't even talk about Mitchell Robinson. Him playing would just that turns it to another level. That's going to be people. They're not going to want to see us because nobody wants to play 48 minutes all game long. The Detroit Pistons, when they come to town, unless they got some real dogs in them now, they're not trying to come here and win no games. They're not going to play 48 minutes. And even if they tried, it's going to be very hard for them to do that. Once you play that first half and that third quarter, and they go, all right, yo, we're going to the club. We're going to go uptown or downtown, wherever we're going tonight, because you ain't coming to the Garden for no victories. And on top of that, we playing. It's not like the Celtics that took nights off. Sometimes they'll take a quarter off. You can come back into the game. These guys are going to play tough. And Mitchell Robinson there, he's making it even harder for you.
Yeah. Man, listen, I totally agree. Like I said, I'm not really worried. The only thing I'm worried about is health. That's it. If we can stay healthy, I think we're one of the best teams in the NBA. Simple and plain. Miss me with all the West is this, the West is that. Listen, man, the West is full with them young guys, man, who hasn't made that leap yet. Big shout out to, like I said, the SGAs, the Ant-Mans, and but listen, man, I think we have, fully healthy, we probably have top 5 best team in the whole NBA. I'm giving a second best team in the East behind Boston. Simple. And we proved it. We play harder than everybody. We play tougher than everybody. We don't have the super duper star. We well coached. We practice. And it seems like we like each other. So, like I said, we have all the remedies to become a championship team. We just got to stay healthy and go out there and play. And like I said, when we see a move that makes sense, we make it. But if it doesn't make sense, there's no need to even entertain it. So, like I said, we could have got Paul George last year. We not giving you no max. You're 34. We don't want you at 38 years old. Like, come on, let's be realistic.
That's another great point. I'm going to cut you off. The trades that we didn't make have worked out for us. And we always refer to Golden State. And we know Klay Thompson left just now. But the biggest trade they did not make was Klay Thompson for Kevin Love. And they better thank the Lord. God bless the dead. Jerry West told them, do not make that trade. You ain't trading no Kevin Love, Klay Thompson for Kevin Love. It doesn't work. And he clearly, the visionary himself, the logo.
Rest in peace, yes.
Put them on. And it seems like we got something like that happening with the Knicks, just making the right decisions, including not following through with these trades and not getting jerked by Danny Ainge, who he's on the clock too. Enough of his shenanigans. What have you been doing the last 2-3 years besides losing?
He over there in Utah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I told you. I don't even know why Utah still got a team, but that's neither here nor there.
AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.